My fries, I double dip, I own this shit, do what I want. I be dragging, pissing y'all off, tell me off. No, y'all won't. Check me, bro. No, y'all won't. Stop me, nigga. No, y'all won't. Do what I want, nigga, of course. If she cheat, nigga, divorce. LV swag, bring up the jerks. I'm comfy, nigga. I stay in the slides. I'm money down from my head to shorts. Nigga, you bored. Why you won't lie? I grind hard, no kip up. Jungle boy, pick sticks up. I grind hard, no kip up. Jungle boy, pick sticks up. Niggas just pop, niggas just pop, pop.
Bro, where are they coming from?
Open up to a nigga in 5 years, he break your head off. I can never trust you clowns, nigga take your red nose. In other words for disconnect, damn is these real close. You said that you got rapper money, damn is these real bows. Damn is this real beef, damn niggas share clothes. Open verse, I know the word, I don't know these niggas share hoes. Niggas gay, I break the plate, y'all can't eat, we share rolls. I heard that niggas gatekeep, nigga we don't care though. My shit, you look into me. Nigga, we not frenemies. Nigga, you my enemy. I felt as though you envy me. Take it, cry for sympathy. Why you even mention me? Look, I had a tensory. I'm like, I couldn't get in beach.
But you know what's crazy?
And I'm black, I got some shit to teach. Niggas pocket panic when they saw me and they couldn't reach. I'm in Hawaii with my Crocs, feeling breeze on Moana Beach. Nigga, not as hot as me. My career is a commodity. I got loose change for niggas that be tired of me. Oh no, you strange. I made it, you not proud of me. It's a rude thing. You popped it like it's a rude thing, you popped it like I won't.
That was back at 3.
You dumb if you think I won't. It's a band plus for my gun, I dump this clip before I run. My fries, I double dip, I own this shit, do what I want. I be dragging, pissing y'all off, tell me off. No, y'all won't. Check me, bro. No, y'all won't. Stop me, nigga. No, y'all won't. Do what I want, nigga, of course. If she cheat, nigga, divorce. LV swag, bring up the jerks. I'm comfy, nigga. I stay in the slides. I'm money down from my head to shorts. Nigga, you bored. Why you won't lie? I grind hard, no kip up. Jungle boy, pick sticks up. Grind hard, no kip up. Jungle boy, pick sticks up. Niggas just pop, niggas just pop, pop.
Yo Mir, yo Jay, yo Sahara, yo everybody that's in chat, yo to the 20 bots that keep joining my stream, not actually saying anything, and I can't ban the bots or get them out of here because it won't pop up on my users in chat that they're even here. Yo Trey, y'all already know what's up, man. We finna do a story time. This is one of them ones, chat. Let me move this plate because I feel like every single time I do a story time, I got a plate right here. We're just gonna move it right there. You can't ban them. When I look at my users in chat, they're not there. Like before, mind you, I banned them this morning. And they don't pop up on like users in chat. They pop up in my numbers. So it's almost like they timed or not actually in here, or if they got me like tabbed or something. So it's like they not in chat, but it's there, like. So no, I can't ban them. I can't get rid of them. They came in off like a random raid. I have no idea where they came from. And yeah, we just in here chatting with 20 viewers for no reason. My mods can't ban them because they can't see them. I can't see them either. I don't know where they're coming from. So like, imagine if you just spark and you look at your users and it's nobody that's actually in chat. It's no actual accounts in here. It just keeps saying that it's 20 people in here. Like I can't even get rid of them. But we just gonna deal with it. Twitch, if y'all seeing this, it's not my fault. I want to report it to Twitch if I can. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to take the time out to do it Because I heard when you report things to Twitch, they suspend your account until they can fix it. And I don't need my account suspended while we're doing this up done. If this was any other situation, like, I would have just took my lick, like, took my L and moved on. This is, yeah, still that situation. We just gonna take our L and move on. But anyway, we finna get into the video. Well, we was finna get into the story time. So, y'all already know the drill. Let me take these off my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Ooh. Y'all already know, bro. Y'all ready for the should I go live? Ooh, I can't even go live on TikTok. Y'all ready? Y'all already know the intro, man. Go ahead, say it with me. Say it with me. Say it with me. Yeah! YouTube. We back with another story time. Ooh, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get the side right one day. Twitch, say what's up to YouTube. YouTube, if you're watching this video and you don't follow me on Twitch, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Don't know why we this deep in, but we are 36,500 views in. So if you're one of those 36,500 views worth of people, and you don't follow me on Twitch, slide. It's something that look a little different about this video. I don't know if y'all can see the elephant in the room, but we did just hit 200 on the Twitch. So I mean, if you need any reason to just slide over here, let that be the reason, bro. We on here. But YouTube, y'all already know what this story time is about to be about because y'all seen it in the title and the thumbnail. Twitch does not know. I am about to let them know. Boom. This is a story time of the worst week of my entire almost 20 years of life. You did let us know. Y'all don't know the whole thing though. This was just a worst week of my entire life. I had a fallout. It was bro. I almost lost my life. I almost went into debt forever. Like, this was just the worst week ever, and I'm finna tell y'all all about it. I can tell y'all dates and stuff, whatever. And I need a name, chat. I need a boy name and a girl name. Well, I need one boy name and two girl names. 3-1 comeback. Look, I'm still alive when we hit 200 on Hood. Nah, Mir, Buddha, and Zara. Bro, know y'all names. Bro, if y'all wanted to be Mir, Buddha, and Sahara, it'll be Mir, Buddha, and Sahara. Y'all gonna get mad at who the messy one is, though. Y'all wanted to be y'all. Alright, bro. Shout out Mir, shout out Buddha, and shout out Sahara. But in this story time, y'all are gonna be messy. A little bit. Well, Mir not, but y'all are. Wait. Nah. I think we agreed on this. You said, oh yeah. So we agreed. We all in agreement of the names. Anybody who doesn't agree, say I. 3, 2, 1. No I. Say no, bro. Y'all give me Bro, y'all give me 3 names. I need 1 boy and 2 girls, bro. Y'all give me 3 names. I need 3 names, shit. Get my 200 up there looking nice and pretty. Like Hood, it don't matter. Hood, regular. I just need 3 names I can remember. They don't got to be crazy. Terrence, Michael, Sarah, Barbara. Terrence can stay. Then you spell Michael just weird, like Michael, like. All right, bro. You know what? Michael, Sarah, Barbara. Boom. Davy. Terrence, Taylor, and Zariah. Let's do Michael, Taylor, and Zariah. All right, Michael, Taylor, Zariah. Boom, cool. Taylor, no, that's too close to not Taylor. We're gonna just make it Taylor. But it just gotta be Taylor, cause that's the only way I'm just gonna remember it. If y'all see me slipping up, I really hope I don't say nobody names inside of the story time. If I do, oh well. Everybody in the story time know where I live. It's like, oh well. All right, boom. This story time takes place when I was about 17 years old, and if y'all know by a story time that I told before this, YouTube, y'all have never seen or heard of this story time. But if you didn't, it's kind of your fault, because you should have been at the like you should have been in the stream. We do story times over here that never touch YouTube. It's a couple story times that's on here that never see the light of day on YouTube. So y'all not gonna know what I'm talking about. But boom, this story time got me suspended on Twitch for a couple hours. Yeah, Twitch specials. This was one of them Twitch specials, but it was a Twitch special because I literally couldn't go on YouTube and tell that story time. But y'all know I used to be spamming. That's what we gonna call it, spamming. I used to be spamming on yeah, like I was in school spamming about around 2023, something like that. This is the story time about Lil when we was spamming and he went to jail for identity theft. But that had nothing to do with me. That was him. That was just a whole, I don't know what he had going on. That wasn't me. But earlier we was chopping it up about eating free food, because who don't like free food? We was spamming for free food. That was our thing at the time. This is the reason why I no longer do that. This was the worst week of my life. I got pictures and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to show y'all the pictures, because it's basically just concealing a whole bunch of information. If I did that, it would be no point in me giving fake names. But, boom. Yeah, this was 2023. To put a date on it. I would just graduated. Wait, chat, what does she mean by spamming? I was scramming without the R. Scramming without the R. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, that scramming with no R. I was fresh out of high school. Like, I literally graduated probably 2-3 weeks before this happened. But we were just super heavily just doing it, because it's like, bro, I don't think y'all understand how cheap it is to actually be able to spam people. Not people, but businesses specifically, like McDonald's or Wingstop or Pizza Hut. You go in there, not go in there, but feel me, they have accounts and stuff. Like, you can download a Taco Bell app and get a free taco with the points. We were spending $1 or $2 for a login that has a whole bunch of points and buying food. When you have $100 and one of those logins costs 23 cents or something super low like that, 20 to 25 cents, and you buy 100 of them, you're eating food for free for like an entire month for $10. Amazing investments. You think that work? It definitely does still work. It's just like that epidemic. When y'all see like, 16 million people's passwords compromised in data breach, whole time it be these be the people that you get your information back from, and you just better hope that your information is not part of that, and if it is, you better hope that you just bought it back, because they don't sell them more than one time. So imagine 16 million different just passwords, and One of the passwords is a Wingstop app with 13,000 points that you really don't care about. So, yeah. Free Wingstop, whatever. I was doing that super heavily at this time. I graduated. Didn't really have a reason to do it specifically because I was in the crib. I wasn't really just spam eating food. I was more like bored eating. But then I was outside every day. So I really didn't have a reason to do that. I also had money. We don't spam when we got money. Spamming is for when you're broke. Do not use all the stuff that you have when you have money to actually go and buy the food. That's not the point. The point is, sometimes when you have the money for it, start just spam a little bit. That way all of your money isn't going to food. About maybe 1% of your money is going to food, but not all of it's going to food. Now when you're broke, that's when you really use them because you don't have money to buy food anyway. Spam for the food. I wasn't overly eating. I was just chilling. But then, one day, me and my friend Michael, right? That's what we're going to call him. Michael. Boom. Me and my friend Michael come across this glitch in a app that we use for banking. In my state, they have a bank. It's called the credit union, like State Employees Credit Union. They had a data breach, and it ended up making it to where people's accounts weren't being denied. So if you swiped your card only got $2 on it, and you went in Saks Fifth and bought a pair of Golden Goose sneakers for $500, when you swipe that card, instead of saying decline because you're broke, it would have said approved, and your balance would have stayed at $2. It didn't move. So the method for that at this time, because Cash App had just came out with the feature to where you can take your Cash App card and put it in any ATM or withdraw money, was this free game? No, not really, because this don't work no more. Like, this method got patched the same week. We went on Cash App. You know how you can add money to your Cash App account? We smacked the method. I added around $600 or $700 to my account, right? I add $600, $700 in my account. I let it sit because everybody, like at this time, the method is not only leaked to me and Michael. This method is leaked, like it's leaked to everybody in my state. So everybody in my state is smacking this method. The whole site just crashed. Boom. I wake up in the morning, right? This next morning, everybody hype. My friend Michael, he got a car. We was supposed to go the Sheets that next morning. He got a new car. We were supposed to go to Sheets that next morning and go in the ATM. It's a Sheets right down the street from my crib. Go in the ATM, withdraw the money, whatever. Cool. This is normal though. Like not one part of this story time is illegal. I just wanted to let y'all know that. Not one part, nothing of this story time is illegal. Honestly, this is genuinely just a misunderstanding accident, because that's exactly what it was. Not free game. This is a misunderstanding accident. This is a leak on their side. Everybody in the state hit this method. And it was even people that was in the state that didn't hit the method, that got the method hit on them anyway. And they still kind of in debt. So boom. Me and Michael overly hyped. Woo, we got $600. It's people doing a band. I'm like, yo, y'all doing a band? I don't really know how this gonna go, but I'm not thinking they finna get every single person in the state. Like, I didn't know how easy it was to just refund the transaction. And I'm thinking okay, worst case scenario, I'm not going to spend any of this money. If worst case scenario, they just redo the transaction, the money's in my account, they'll just take it. That way none of my accounts end up in the negative. Wrong. Yo. Cash App has a withdrawal fee for instant transfers, right? So let's just say somebody sends you $10 and you go put it inside of if you take it from Cash App and instant transfer it to your bank account, it's going to take around 25 cents away from that $10. So instead of $10 going to your bank account, if you press instant instead of wait 1 to 3 business days, it's going to take, instead of $10, it's going to be like $9.75 or something around that area. $9.44 or something like that. It ain't going to be $10. Now, with tax, it's a percentage. So the higher amount of money that you have, the more it's taken away as a withdrawal tax fee. It takes a couple of cents when you have a couple of dollars. When you get to 100, instead of it being $100, it's a 7% tax, which means $7 is taken off that $100. North Carolina state tax is $7. Most sales tax, withdrawal fees, whatever, is 7%. So, just for the math, I took around $700 out of my account. And let's just go calculator so I can make sure this is right. 700 times 0.07. Took about $49 out of my account. So boom, it took somewhere around like 40 or 50 extra dollars out of my account when I put the money back. I woke up that next morning, I looked at my account. My account was negative $660 in debt. Or it was something like that. It was like negative $700 in debt. It was people that got hit with way worse than me. It was people that did that. They negative $36,000 in debt. Why would you do that? I'm not stupid. What I did was stupid, but I'm not that stupid. It's levels to stupid. It's like, okay, what I'm finna do is wrong, but how far are you gonna take it? They took it too far. Why did you take out $36,000 knowing you didn't have that? No way you thought they was gonna let you get away with that. My little $1,000 ain't nothing. $36,000, that's a down payment. Like, you can fully pay off a Mercedes-Benz off the lot right now with $36,000. Why would you take out $36,000? Anyway, when I woke up in the morning, I did not check my bank account immediately. I didn't check my bank account immediately, and that's where I made the mistake. Me and Michael, we went to Sheets. I took the money from my Cash App and withdrawed it with my Cash App card. So I withdrawed it in cash. When you're taking money out of an ATM, it also takes a percentage of the money that you're taking out. So I tried to withdraw about $600. It took about $4 or $5 out of that $600 for me to withdraw it into cash. Same amount they take for cash in the check, about $4 or $5. So now we're just docking to pay even more and more. Also, when you put money into an ATM at your bank, it also takes a percentage of that as well. So now, boom, I got the cash. My mom calls me. Why is your account in debt? Immediately, me being teenage me, I don't know. I'm really gonna have to hit that old teenager me, because I'm finna not be a teenager no more. That's crazy, bro. I really can't imagine my life being in my 20s though. Like, we ain't getting into that. I'm 19 for now. Anyway, my mom calls me. Of course, my go-to answer, I don't know, because I really didn't know. I go swipe. I check my account. I am negative $654 in debt. I said, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I immediately put the money back. Instant transfer it to my bank. That $600 turns into about $64 because I put about $600 and some change of it back. Now I'm in debt around $64. Cool. When you have like a co-managed account, like as a teenager under the age of 18, obviously you can't have your own bank account, just only you. Your account is under somebody else's. My case, my account was under my mom. So when my account goes into debt, if they can't take the money from anywhere else, they're going to take it from my mom's account because my mom's account is connected to mine. So if I'm in debt and they keep trying to get me out of debt, instead of it keep doing that, they're just going to take from the next account that has money in it. So boom, the negative $60 some that I was in debt, they just took it out my mom's account and added it to mine, put my thing flatly at zero. She was like, you owe me $64. I'm like, all right, cool. I owe you $64. I get you your $64. At least my account's not in debt anymore. I can breathe. My friend Michael, on the other hand, is negative 3,400 and some change in debt. I said, bro, I don't know what I can't even say what you're gonna do, because we were in a weak situation. I'm like, yo, what we gonna do, bro? He said, I'm finna put this money back and I'm finna tell my mom to dispute everything. I said, bro, that's a good idea. He called his mom. Mom, like, I dropped my card on the ground at so and so. Can you tell the bank that I dropped my cards at so and so? At this gas station, I think I left it. I left my card. I think it was a skimmer or something on there, and I left my card inside the store. Can you lock it and dispute any charges that was on there from this day to this day? She's like, all right. She go inside the account. Negative $3,000. How did I even do that? Why didn't it decline? He said, I don't know. My cameras, they wasn't going that deep. Also, when you're under the age of 18, you can get an account started by your parent without actually having to walk into the bank. So, like, he never walked into the bank when his account got made. His mom only needed his social security card, and she opened up him an account when he was like 13. He didn't need to be there in attendance for any of that. So, like, it's not like the bank know what he looked like. His face isn't on his bank card either. Like, they just sent the card to his house. My first ever bank card had my face on it. The bank card I have now doesn't have my face on it because I never went back in there. Like, I went in there when my account got open, but I never went back in there after that. So, the only card that got my face on it is the first bank account. Like, my first card. After that one expired, this is the second time it's expiring now. Yeah, it doesn't. Your face never heard of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it only happens if you go in there and make an account. Like, they'll just take a picture and they'll ask you if you want your picture on the back. But, like, yeah, I guess it's just in the system or whatever. But, yeah, Michael, negative $3,000 in debt. His mom just disputed everything. Guess what now? Michael now has $2,000 in cash. His account is now out of debt. And he gave me $80 so I can pay my dukes back and still have money in my account. W. Michael. Mind you, Michael is my best friend. He do be in chat sometimes. This is my best friend. Only reason I'm not saying his name is because of the other people involved inside of the story time. W. Mirror, W. Michael, yeah, whatever his name is. This is my best friend. W. Mans. Boom. After this, right? This is the part where the whole week just started going downhill. That already had, like, my anxiety all the way up here. Imagine you first hold graduation and then that happened. It's like, oh, I was just in debt. I owe my mom this money, but boom, we had this situation happened. It ended up working out fine. All right, cool. It was kind of just made my week go from a great week to, and then my mom was just yelling at me the whole week over me just owing her that money. But, I mean, yeah. Whatever. It was what it was. Is what it is. I took some L's that day. This was the same day that we had went to the ATM. Me and Mike troll a lot. So when we in the car, you ever had like a homeboy that just drive slightly reckless on some trolling stuff? Like, not to the point where he's gonna kill y'all in GTA, but you just driving slightly reckless on some, like, you know, trolling type of activity. That's how me and Mike are. Me and Mike literally troll about us dying. That's how locked in that we are. And we only became way more locked in after this. But, like, bro, we was just like this all the time. Anytime I was out, I was with him. We had a trio, like we were a trio, but feel me, the third wasn't there, so me and him was running duos. Me and him just like, we were just like this. Not like literally trolling about killing each other, but like, we be on some troll stuff. Like, we just be trolling. That's us. Like, we was just teenagers trolling, being dumb. Not really, but like, yeah, we were just trolling. Boom. Me and Mike are in the car. It's always a duo inside a trio. Actually, in this trio was 2 duos. Mike was a duo with one person, and then he was a duo with me. But it was never the me and other bro duo. It was always just me and him as a duo, or him and bro as a duo. But we come together and we just an ultimate trio. We an undefeated trio. We're never not having fun when we're with each other. And y'all know the trio because I don't have the vibe of this, but I did an IRL stream with them before. They might come on stream again. I don't know. I gotta talk to them because I ain't talked to Mike in like a month. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't called him in a month, and I'm gonna call him after like all of this stuff is over. But boom, me and Mike are like we're a duo. We're always with each other. So nobody was surprised at the fact that this was happening. At the fact that this happened, what I'm about to tell y'all, at the fact that this happened, but I couldn't tell nobody that I was there. Okay, so some morning. It's the morning. Like, it's pretty early. Mike, at the time, I was taking pictures. This was my little summer side hustle, whatever. I need to spring groove like this. This is my summer side hustle. I was taking pictures. During the summer, the football teams have workouts. I graduated already. The rest of my trio is a year under me. Like we got split up by grades. But we were always in the same classes. They were always a year ahead class-wise. And I was just average. So we were just always in the same classes. We had like 3 classes together. Boom. They play sports. So they have summer workouts. And I take pictures. So I'm at the summer workouts. It's supposed to be going home. I got a friend. What's the friend name? What's the girl name? Taylor and what's the other? Taylor and Zaria. Boom, I got a friend, her name's Taylor. We live in the same neighborhood. Like, our neighborhoods are like literally right across the street from each other. It's not out the way for her to drop me off or nothing. Like, I'm literally like in that pathway, and we live within like I can walk to her crib like right now. I can just walk to her crib just like that. Cool. Taylor usually takes me home, but Mike had just got this new car, so lately we do live near each other. Feel me? He would just drive me home, whatever. And Taylor and Mike, they was both asking me like, yo, who you gonna ride with? This is a decision that literally changed my life. If I would have said Taylor, none of this stuff would have happened. Me just wanting to have fun, cause Mike was like, yo, I'm gonna stop at this restaurant for some food. It's 2 possible routes you can go to get to this restaurant, by the way. That's also gonna come into play. I say, I'm riding with Mike. Mind you, it's my best friend, so it really didn't matter who I was riding with, because it's like, yo, I'm getting home regardless. I hop inside the car. We leaving out of the school parking lot, drive up the street, whatever. It's a stoplight, not a stoplight, a stop sign. You make a turn, and the way we were going to, feel me, the restaurant, Subway, whatever. So you drive kind of down like a church, like it's a church over there. It's an apartment complex, and it's a curve around the road. Like, it's one of those full curves onto a street. And then, bro, you go down the street, and then, like, the Subway right there. The Subway is not even a 45-second drive away from where we are at the school. So, cool. We hop inside the car. He like, we going to Subway? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was always on some stuff like, yo, if I got money, we cool. Like, it was always just a we. Like, it was never like a, yo, I got money, you don't got money. It was always a we got money thing. Every time, it was we. So with the fact that he helped me pay my little debt off that I owed my mom, I said, you know what? The little money that I do got left, I'll pay for both of us to get food. He like, all right, bet. I'm looking at my account. Yeah, I'm saying with that's just me though. I've always been like that. Giving, I'm open-handed. Anytime that you need something, hit me. I got you. If I got it, you got it. If you need me, let me know. I got you. So, feel me? We driving kind of down the street. Not going fast at all. I look at my phone. Because this is my first time you got me with the eats. If I got money, I got all of y'all week. Bro, I already been playing this. It's like, yo, if I get money, we doing giveaways. Frequently, too. I would get like five $20 DoorDash cards and just get y'all right. Or 425s. Like, I would have, like, bro, if I got money, I get y'all right. But I don't. But boom. This is my first time checking my bank account since, my dukes ended up like letting me know like, yo, they just took the money that you owed them out of my account. So this is my first time checking my account. I'm looking, my account still happens to be in the negatives. They didn't update it yet. So I say, bro, look, right? At the time of me turning, not the phone, cause bro, Mike ain't turned his head yet. Like I told y'all, he troll a lot when we're in the car. So off rip, immediately I'm just thinking this is trolling. I'm not thinking this is like real. I feel a dip. Like imagine you sitting in the passenger seat, the car moving like this. I feel a dip. My body kind of goes this way, and I look in front of me, and we're on the other side of the road. I look in front of me, and we're on the whole other side of the road. It felt like super slow motion. Like this feels like 10 seconds of just, this really literally feels like slow motion. The car went from here. It's a ditch over here. It's a ditch. So this is what I genuinely think happened. The back wheels of the car completely locked and stopped, which made us ultimately, when a turn's coming around, you turn the wheel this way. If a tire locks, your car is still moving like this because the back wheel's not moving to turn the car with you. Only the front wheels are moving. Watch, I had the same reaction. I'm saying, everybody, feel me? Half the car said doom. That's the doom I felt. When I looked up, knowing my homeboy like the troll, I'm looking, I'm seeing we on the other side of the road. I'm like, bro, that's a weird place. So I kind of turn my head more to look at him. When I turn my head, chat, I see a tree. I seen a tree. I'm like, yo, he finna hit that tree. If he hit that tree, we're cooked, y'all. I'm looking at the tree. I'm like, yo, we're on the wrong side of the road. I can't really hear anything. I'm not hearing nothing. But I see a tree. I'm like, yo, he hit this tree, we cooked. He swerved the car back. I don't know if we were still in the road, but I feel a bump. Almost like, it felt like, you ever been in a car and you've been driving too fast and you drive over a speed bump? That's how it felt. I feel it. Boom. Whatever. And I feel my body tilting this way. And I like had my phone in my hand. Bro, my spray ground, it's in here somewhere. It's usually on my door, but I had my phone in my hand and I clutched like this. My phone is cracked in a little spot, but it's not cracked because of like anything. Like, it's cracked from how like tight I was clutching my phone. I had a death grip on my phone. I was clutching my phone so tight that it cracked my screen. I was holding my phone so tight that it cracked my screen. I feel my body kind of tilting this way. I blink, I open my eyes, and I'm upside down. I'm upside down. All I see is trees, grass, and smoke. Yo, the back wheels of the car locked. We swerved from one side of the road to the other side of the road. Almost hit a tree. Swerved, kind of like, feel me, like dodged the tree. We ended up hitting it like a rock, like a big rock, and the rock ended up flipping the car. So we flipped, and the car slid. I'm upside down, right? As soon as I open my eyes, I'm not really understanding too much of what happened. Not like like you got knocked out. Thank God you're still here to tell the tale, bro. Yes. Bro, I opened my eyes. Nope, bro. It was a blanket in the back seat. The blanket was still tucked in the seat. I don't think the blanket moved. I need to know the boy's name to tell y'all about my little yeah that I was messing with around, like talking to at this time too. Cause oh my gosh, he pissed me off in the story time. John, cool. Boom. We flipped over. My first instinct was obviously to move, but my phone's in my hand. Also, like when we flipped, my window was open. My little that's who I was like, yeah. When we flipped, my window was open. So immediately, the first, my adrenaline obviously rushing, so I'm not feeling anything like pain or nothing. But my first instinct was like, hold on. I could have just, like, looking back at it. Oh, actually, no, that wasn't my first instinct. Bro, looking back at it, the window was open. My window was wide open when that car flipped. And it flipped on, like, my side. The car flipped on the opposite side, which means that if I didn't have my seatbelt on, I very much could have flew out that window and just died. I would have been pinned under the car. Knowing me, yo, I never put my seatbelt on. I don't put my seatbelt on until the car start beeping. And I hate the beeping noise. So like when the car start ding, 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 that's when I put my seatbelt on. Bro, this relationship was going on for a minute too, but boom. My adrenaline is rushing, right? Yo, 5, we in the middle of story time. My first instinct, like looking back on it, the window's open, so the way that the car flipped, I could have literally, like, if I didn't have a seatbelt on, I would have flew out the side of the car and I would have been pinned under the car. Thankfully, that didn't happen. I had my seatbelt on. I never put my seatbelt on. This is the reason why I put my seatbelt on. Yo, when as like, you know, being a camera person, nobody feels like walking around everywhere. The people that do sports medicine, you know, the people that, you know, do Gatorade, all the water people. It's this thing called a gator. It's literally a tractor. On that tractor, it's 2 seats. It's 5 of us. 3 of us are sitting in the back with 2 of the coolers. 1 of us is sitting inside of that seat. They're driving the thing and they're going down a curb. When the curb dropped, I ended up falling out of the gator. Right? I ended up falling out of like the little tractor. It actually kind of hurt my back a little bit. But I was laughing about it because I was getting laughed at. So it was like, yo, I can't even show my weakness for real. Like, I fell out of it. That's the reason why I put my seatbelt on when we got inside the car. This is so confusing. No, like, boom, this is clumsy, even the word, that's not my fault. I was holding on, bro. Y'all don't understand how slippery these things are. You have water dripping all over you. It's hot. You're literally like, the coolers are so big, you're on the edge of it anyway. You drop on the curb, we drop on the curb, and I ended up falling off of it. This has nothing to do with the accident. I ended up just falling off of it. Which is the reason why when I had got inside there, I had just put on my seatbelt because I didn't feel like, you know, not like I had a feeling something bad was going to happen, but it was just like, I don't know. It just reminded me of putting my seatbelt when we got in the car. So boom, accident happens. I knew something was wrong because we were upside down. Obviously, I know something's wrong if I look down and if I'm looking down and my feet are dangling. And I look up, if I look up and I'm seeing the ground, I know something is wrong. The ground is supposed to be on the ground, not up. The ground is supposed to be down. If I look up and I see the ground, I know something is wrong. So, boom. My adrenaline rushing so much that it was so much running through my head that I actually forgot to speak. Mind you, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear nothing. You're under the ground? No, I'm not under the ground. It's just stuff running. Like, I'm upside down and I'm looking at the ground. I wasn't outside of the car. Like, the window was just open, so like if I turn my head I can see the ground. I didn't know which direction my head happened to be turned. Mind you, we're this way. So the way we were just riding, if I turn my head this way, we're supposed to be, like, you're supposed to be on the opposite side of me. Boom. I look this way, I see ground. I'm already knowing there's something wrong, but I'm just hoping it's not the worst case scenario. So my adrenaline is rushing so much that I didn't know that I wasn't saying anything out loud. The whole time I was yelling my best friend's name in my head. So of course he couldn't hear me to respond. So I just imagine how terrifying it is when you think that you're yelling somebody's name after an accident and they're not responding. What does your mind go to? My adrenaline was running so fast that I wasn't actually speaking. I was saying his name in my head and I thought I was saying it out loud. So when he's not responding, I'm like, bro, oh my gosh, worst case scenario, he's gone. I hear him. He like, Tamia, you good? Tamia, you good? Like, bro, like, after that, my adrenaline was still rushing, but like, obviously, like, you know, that reality, whatever. I respond, I'm like, I can't move. Cause I really couldn't, like, I couldn't get out of the car. We dangling upside down. The seatbelt was on this side. I'm upside down. I can't really like move my arm. And my other arm was pinned behind the seat. Not in like a broken pin, but it's like we just happened to flip and that's just the way that it landed. It went from like right here to behind the seat like this. It wasn't broken or nothing, but it was just like this. And it wasn't in pain at all. It was just like that. So I'm like, yo, I can't move. Like my arm was kind of like stuck in between like the door and the seat, so I couldn't move my arm. I didn't know what it was. Like, I just couldn't move it. He unbuckled my seatbelt. Like, you upside down, so you don't know where a seatbelt is, but he unbuckled it. Whatever. He unbuckled his first. He unbuckled his. He unbuckled mine. Bro, my throat just dry. I'm finna drink a water bottle with nothing in it. I got all these water bottles in here with no water, bro. But yeah. Does this got anything in it? Alright, yeah, I'm straight. So, boom. No water. Water. I got too many water bottles in here, bro. I be drinking these all in one day. But yeah. Boom, that happens. He unbuckled his seatbelt, I unbuckled mine. Not unbuckled mine, but he unbuckled mine. Just searching for some drinks. Yeah, I just like, bro, my throat was parched, so I kept coughing. Like, I didn't have no moisture in my throat. Felt just dry and scratchy. So, boom, he unbuckled my seatbelt. I have to crawl. Like, obviously, we can't open the doors. No airbags deployed, by the way. We just need to sue the whole car company, because that whole thing happened and no airbags deployed. We're right down the street from school. Like, this is like we leaving when everybody's leaving. So like, this is an area that you have to drive through to just get out, even get away from the school. Like, no matter which way you're going home, you're coming, like, it's a 50-50 chance that anybody we know is just coming through this area at this time anyway. Like, bro, everybody's leaving. So I get out the car. Mike is pissed, like livid. I look at Mike. Mike is bleeding. I'm like, Mike, chill. Like, this is my best friend. I'm like, Mike, chill. Just chill out. So everybody saw it. Not everybody saw it. But by the time, like, people noticed his car. So by the time that we were both out, like, not when this first happened, but like by the time that we was both out, yeah, people that we knew didn't start pulling up. Y'all, Mike just got this car. Mike does not have a license. Keep that in mind. Mike has a learner's permit. With a learner's permit, you cannot have anybody else inside the car with you other than somebody that's 18 or older. And they have to be in your family. So, I'm not supposed to be in a car with Mike. After I get out, the car, me and Mike are so close that I have his mom's number. Like, I already have his mom's number. Mike's phone was pinned under the car. Excuse me. Mike's phone was pinned under the car. And he like, call my mom. I'm like, alright, cool. I call his mom. Wait, no. At first, I called her. Yeah, I called her. He talked to her. She was texting me like, yo, where are y'all at? Where y'all at? She pulled up so quick. Not super quick, but she pulled up pretty quick. I text like, yo, we right here. Send her the location, whatever. Mind you, before the call and all of that stuff even happened, a white man and a black man had both pulled up. It was a white man and a black man. They're like, y'all know, obviously, anybody who get in a car accident, two random people pull up. Oh, yeah, I heard the accident. When he said I heard the accident, I was confused because I didn't hear anything. He like, obviously they heard it because it's like, I mean, car accidents aren't quiet. They're not silent. But when you're in the car, it didn't sound like any. I promise I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear no skirt or nothing. Even thinking back on it, I don't remember hearing the skirt, all that extra stuff. Like, no, I don't remember hearing none of that. I didn't hear no noise. It would just felt like it was moving in slow motion and I didn't hear any noise. Like the flip, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear no metal crunching. I didn't hear none of that. It was just like, yeah, it was so loud and I didn't hear none of it. Now, the first two people that had came up after this, y'all, oh, let me let y'all know where where the car ended up landing at. Y'all remember when I told y'all on that street it's a church and it's an apartment complex? Y'all, we ended up hitting the church sign itself. If God ain't good. We ended up, the car literally ended up hitting a rock that was, right beside the parking lot. And the car literally ended up flipping into the church, entrance. The entrance of the church. When you drive, into the parking lot, we hit, the sign. You know, when churches have the signs, they'd be like, Jesus is coming back. Sunday service, this and this date. One of them signs, that's what we hit. We literally ruined a sign. They had to get a whole new one. They whole sign. We hit the sign, the tree that was beside it, everything. But we hit the sign right there. That's where the car landed at. Right in front of a church. So, the two people come up. They asking us if we okay. They the people that called the police. One of them called the police. I had ended up calling 911 anyway. But yeah, we had both ended up calling them. Whatever. Boom. The black man pulled us to the side. He was like, I didn't want to say this while the white man was standing right here, but if y'all have anything illegal inside of the car, y'all might want to get it out before the police come or whatever. I'm the only person small enough to fit through a window. I know Mike. Mike is my best friend. Mike has a blick inside this car. Mike has Zot inside this car. Mike is a part-time drug dealer sometimes on the weekends. Sometimes, like, he might have a zip and then sell some. I'm the only person small enough to get inside this car. His phone is pinned under the car. I crawled I ended up not being able to get his phone. Obviously, the car is like 2 tons. The phone actually ended up being like, it wasn't even broke. It was like slightly, his phone was probably almost like maybe a little bit more cracked than mine was. But bro, his phone actually was fine. But bro, I crawled through the back window. I know exactly where all of the stuff is at. I just have to reroute my brain to understand that everything is upside down now and this car isn't flipped over. So, boom, I go in there. I grab what needs to be grabbed. And while I'm getting out, one of the coaches from the team ended up pulling up saying, yo, I recognize the car. This is one of my players. Thankfully, this was one of the cool ones. This was one of the cool ones. So he knew that I was there. While like this was going on, he was just asking me if I was okay. Right? He was just like, yo, y'all okay? Y'all okay? In the process of him asking all of this, 12 pull up. Like, while he was walking up, I got a spray ground book bag that I had on. I put all the stuff inside my book bag. It's not like noticeable, but all this stuff is inside of my book bag. All this in my book bag. So, boom, 12 pull up, right? I'm already knowing what I have to do. He does not have a license. I wasn't supposed to be in the car in the first place. If I say I was inside the car, his mom can get arrested for that. But a part of being in an accident, you have to go to a hospital. You have to get checked to make sure there's no internal bleeding or no type of injuries or nothing. So I'm not even in a sticky situation. Like, it was a literal like no brainer. I'm not ratting on my homeboy. That was just what it was. I'm not no rat. Instead of talking to the person that was inside of the accident, the cops actually walked directly up to like where I'm at, and it was like, yo, was anybody else in the car? They looked me dead in my face. I said, no, it was just him. Now, by this time, they seeing these coaches' cars noticeable. It's like, now the other coaches are pulling up. Coaches calling coaches saying, yo, so-and-so got in the car accident. So, feel me being a W for an IM, I'm not trying to leave Michael. His mom pull up. Immediately I hug her, because that's the only reassurance that I have inside this situation. His mom like a second mom to me, so it's like this the only little bit, like the closest thing to reassurance that I'm getting in this situation is just this. So I just hug her. I'm like, we're okay. It was one of them. He's sitting on the curb. They checking all his like little immediate vitals, his blood pressure, whatever, his heart rate, pulse, and all that. They put him in the back of a truck. I said, let me know where y'all going. I'm coming with y'all. I'm not leaving, bro. I'm not leaving my best friend. The other coach had ended up pulling up, and mind you, I don't really know how to describe how somebody who just got in an accident should look, but I did like literally look like I had just gotten. I'm sweating. I look terrified. My adrenaline's still rushing, but it's on some like, yo, I need to get what's on me off of me. Like now. Cause what was running through my head was, get to the hospital, go be with Michael. That's your best friend, and you gonna have to explain to his dukes like partially what happened, because, bro, I don't like lying to people's parents. That's some stuff like, I don't like lying to people's parents. So Bro, I had to lie to Michael Dukes and be like, yo, yeah, I wasn't in the car, whatever, do. And then the other coach was like, yeah, we going to the hospital, whatever. You coming with us? I said, bro, I'm not leaving them. We going. They rode. We was at the hospital for like 3 hours. He was getting checked. They said, yeah, he good. I said, they at this time I wasn't 18, so they wasn't letting me back there to go make sure he was straight. So I was inside of like a little waiting area of the hospital, and I'm like, yeah, when you get back there, just call me. Let me talk to him. And then yeah, he was over there, no shirt. They had him butt naked in a hospital gown. I'm like, yo, you good? He like, yeah. Cool. Leave the hospital. The coach ended up dropping me off at my crib, and he didn't have no phone, so I had no way to get in contact with him. So I didn't know if he was okay or not. Which was the part that was just irritating me. So I was just texting his dude's phone the entire day, make sure he was straight. They ended up getting his phone from under the car. It had 0 scratches whatsoever. His phone was fine. He called me when he get inside the crib. Bro, he showed me what the car looked like. I'm like, yo, we could have died. He sent me this long, like, basically like, yo, when we almost died, I love you. You my best friend. I'm not letting nothing break our entire friendship apart, whatever. He hit me with one of them. Bro. He hit me with one of them. And I had to hit a yo, like, facts, whatever. We can't tell nobody that this happened. I can't tell my mom that this happened. She would never let me come around you again. I would never hear the end of it. My mom know what happened now, but it's like, yeah, bro, she would have just never heard that. Like, bro, she would have just never let that whole thing just end. And, yeah. So, boom, now we both home. I got a headache, but that's pretty normal for anybody who's, like, I feel like, yeah, I probably got a little whiplash, whatever. It feel like I just went go-karting or something like that on a roller coaster or something. Like, I don't know, like, my adrenaline was still rushing. It was kind of wearing off, but I wasn't really in pain for real. I don't know if it was placebo or me just knowing that I could have possibly been hurt or my anxiety, but the only other person that knew that he had ended up getting in an accident was his girlfriend at the time, Zaria. Zaria ended up texting me like, yo, I heard about what happened. I'm glad y'all okay. I'm like, yeah, thanks, whatever. Other than that, other people know that he was in an accident, but they don't know that I was there. Like, they have no idea that I was in the car. Still to this day, there's people that do not know I was in that car with him. So, boom, I'm at home. My anxiety was just, because they was like, yeah, after an accident, the person, like, the only other person that really knew that I was in the car, because she was my alibi for everybody else. They was like, yo, how was you at the scene quicker than everybody else? Like, you was almost there as soon as the accident happened. It's kind of weird. Were you in the car? No, I was in the car. I was with so-and-so, and we just happened to be right behind Mike. I was in the car with Taylor. We happened to be right behind Mike, get overthinking stuff. Yeah, she like, well, you might be internally bleeding. She hit me with all these Google facts, and it's like, yo, I stayed off Google for this reason, but she called my phone, making my anxiety worse. I got anxiety. I'm just laying in the bed chilling. Mike calling me every 5 minutes. I got Mike calling me every 5 minutes. Yo, gang, you good? Yo, gang, you good? Yo, gang, you good? I got John, my little at the time. I'm glad you okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Not really trying to talk to him right now because it's just, bro. It's this the me and Mike show. Like, I'm just making sure my homeboy good. It's my best friend. I make sure he's straight. I got Taylor all in my ear. Well, you need to go to a hospital, and they need to do a CT scan, MRI, all of this. You might be internally bleeding. You can go to sleep and die, and all that, bro. And it's like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. I said, bro, I'm fine. My adrenaline's starting to wear off, so of course my body gonna feel a little sore or whatever. But aside from that, like, bro, I'm straight. She like, please, like, get checked, whatever. Please get checked. Please, like, go to a doctor or something. Go to somebody, like, so they can make sure that you good. I'm like, bro, I'm straight. She just kept bugging me about it. So I'm like, bro, you know what? Cool, I'll go to somebody. Bro, okay, whatever. Like I told y'all, I was taking pictures for sports and stuff at this time. So we have sports medicine. Sports medicine people treat people with concussions all the time. They will know if you have a concussion or anything brain wise hurting. Like if it's an injury in your head, by asking you a couple questions, make you do a couple tests. They doing the same tests they do on athletes. I will know what's going on. They're gonna know. Whatever. Cool. She just keep calling me. Finally she stopped calling me. I said, bro, cool. When I wake up in the morning, we'll both go to the practice, whatever. And I'll let her check me out, make sure there's nothing wrong with me. And if it is, I'll just go to the doctor. I'll let my dude Sloan go to the doctor. She's like, alright, cool. She stopped calling me. Now it's just the me and Mike show. My little wanna talk so bad. Thankfully, like, my little and Mike would just happen to, like, we all was just like mutual friends at the time. So we just added him to the call, and now all of us are just on the phone talking. And he and Mike telling him all about the accident. So he already knew, but yeah, Mike telling him all about the accident, whatever. Here go Lil on the phone. This is what pissed me off, because he was doing this. That's crazy, man. You know me. Y'all always troll about me being small, and y'all would have put me in the back seat. There's no seatbelts back there. If I was back there, I would have died. And it's like, huh? Like, the only people that control about us dying right now. What about the Blick and Za? Okay, boom. Glad you said something about that, because I was finna forget about it. It was inside of my book bag. Y'all already know it's a metal detector when you go inside the hospital. Thankfully, I was thinking before we went in there. We ended up in the parking lot. I left my book bag inside of the car. We go inside. So all this stuff was inside of the car. Boom. I'm on the phone with Lil whatever. He like, yeah, if I was in the back seat, I would have died. And I'm just sitting here looking at him like, bro, like, not right now. Please, just shh. He the type person to just make everything, like, at this time, he was like on some like, yo, I'm gonna make everything about myself in this moment that I don't need to. Because if y'all don't, bro, I don't think y'all really understand emotionally what happens when you're with somebody and y'all have a near-death experience. Bro, I don't want to call it a soul tie, because I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is, but bro, your relationship with that person, your friendship with that person, definitely lock in on a whole different type of level. Now, I don't know, not like no romantic type stuff, but it's like y'all locked in way, way more. Y'all at a point where emotionally y'all are sharing the exact same emotions at the exact same time, and it's not a lot of situations in life where that's happening. Unless you're like near death. If you're in a near death experience, you're gonna feel scared. Other person gonna feel scared. Me and him both feeling sorry for each other. If I would have never said, yo, I'll pay for the subway, we would have never went that way. We would have went the opposite way and just went home. Right? So I'm feeling guilty on my part, because it's like, yo, I feel like it's my fault this happened. He was on some stuff like, yo, it was my job to get you home safe and I didn't. I feel guilty too. Me and him was both feeling that same emotion at the exact same time. So like emotionally, like, yo, obviously, like, us as best friends, we locked in way more after that. And after that, ever since then, we just always trolled about that entire situation. And it's always been like, not an inside joke, but it's like, bro, that's something that only me and him can relate to. That can't be a joke that involves nobody else but me and him. So boom. We on the phone with Lil if I was in the back seat, so-and-so would have died. Mind you, the exact same day that this happened, me and Mike on the phone trolling immediately. Like, he talking about some, bro, you should have seen your face when we flipped. You was looking at me like this. And I'm like, bro, I know you was scared when you seen that tree. Like, immediately me and him are trolling. John, yeah, whatever, John. Lil John, whatever. Me and him immediately, as soon as we get home, and we know that each other are okay, like, and we're straight, we right back to trolling. That's just like, and we locked in way more after that. We would have never, like, the way our bond was before the accident, we would have never trolled the same day. We would have probably waited till the next day to do it. But shit, it's not that many, that's not very much better, but bro, we was trolling as soon as we got home and knew that each other was okay. I was like, okay, cool. The serious stuff out the way. Yo, you should have seen your face when you almost hit that tree. I'm glad you hit that tree, bro. You would have died. I would have been in the car like, oh. Then I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, I yelled your name. Why you ain't answer? He was like, you never yelled my name. That's the only reason that I know that, like, bro, I had said his name in my head and he didn't answer. And now that I realize, I didn't black out or nothing, but, like, he called my name and I didn't answer. He was like, bro, I was terrified. I didn't want to turn my head. I thought you was dead. Because he said, I don't remember you putting on your seatbelt. And I was like, bro, I had mine on, but I guess he was on the aux or doing something on his phone, like, in the parking lot when I put my seatbelt on. So he was like, I didn't remember you putting on your seatbelt, so I didn't want to turn my head. I thought you was gone. Bro, we trolling about this whole situation. Lil yeah irritating me. I'm ready to get off the phone with him, bro. I just want to talk to my best friend and chop it up with the fact that we're not dead. Chop it up for the simple fact that we still can. He sent me a picture of the car. The car is completely totaled. The airbags never deployed. Not one time. The airbags did not deploy. The car was totaled though, like complete total loss. Now he mad. He like, bro, I was supposed to go crack buns tomorrow. I was supposed to go on a 2-man. Da-da-da-da. He pissed. Yeah. That happened. Lil yeah still irritating me. I get off the phone with him. Me and my homeboy just chopping it up for the whole day. Next day, the day after this, that night I probably didn't sleep at all, but I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That's ended up when I ended up leaving the house for me to go take pictures, whatever. We at the school. They take me like the sports medicine lady. She take me in the room where she taped all the athletes. Mind you, I already know her because, feel me, I've been going to the school. So she take me in there. She like, okay, I'm gonna do a concussion test on you. I'm like, okay, cool. I done seen her do concussion tests on people before. The questions are not hard. She's asking you simple questions. Name the months of the year in alphabetical order. Name the months of the year backwards. They ask you questions and stuff like that. Then they do balance tests. And then, like, I guess they basically, like, determine, like, reaction time, whatever. They determine all this stuff if you have a concussion or not. She started asking me questions. She's like, okay, just sit down right here. I'm going to ask some questions, just answering. Mind you, this whole time, I'm like, bro, I'm straight. I'm cool. This whole time, I'm just like, yo, I'm good. She asked me what month it is. I said, I kid you not, the like, absolute, like, dumbest moment I actually had in my life. I didn't think it was nothing wrong with me. She asked me what month it was, and my entire mind just went blank. I couldn't tell her. It took me like 30 seconds to let her know what month it was. And I was still slightly unsure. I'm like, yo, it might not be, though. Like, I said June with the most unsure voice ever. It was just like, And then I got mad at myself because I couldn't tell her the answer. And I didn't know why I couldn't tell her the answer. I'm like, June. And that's how I said it. I'm like, June? She's like, yeah, it's June. She moved on to other parts of the test. The next part of the test, she gives you a set of words and you're supposed to repeat them back to her. So she'll say like bird, blue, speaker, stream, and to throw a random number in there like 5. Or she'll do numbers instead and she'll say like 5 numbers. 7, 9, 4, 3, 1. Can you repeat the numbers that I just told you? Or she's like, can you repeat the words that I just told you or let you know about? I'm like, yeah. I'm saying words she never told me. I'm over here saying bird, subs, follows. I think I probably got 2 of the words she actually told me. Every other word I said, she never said. She's like, where you hear that word at? I'm like, I don't know. Boom. We go through that part of the test. I failed the first part of the test because I couldn't tell her what month it was. I failed the second part of the test because I couldn't tell her anything she had just told me. The third part of the test was balance. Now, I don't know how good my balance was before the test, but I don't really think my result would have changed. She was like, stand up on one foot and lean forward. She basically had me doing a field sobriety test because I guess when you have a concussion and when you're drunk, your brain kind of works somewhat in the same way, like balance or something wise or whatever. But yeah, like she was just basically making me do like a field sobriety test on some like, oh, are you drunk type stuff. I wouldn't know, like it was part of a concussion test. But I probably got 2 steps into that, like that actual part of the test, and while I was doing it, she said, yeah, you failed. She said, yeah, you failed, go sit down. I didn't even finish the test. Would have failed so bad. What really made me fail was not being able to tell her what month it was. She asked me what month I was born in. I could obviously tell her my birthday. I could tell her my name. Actually, she asked me for my first, middle, and last name. I can't name nothing in alphabetical. It's not meant to that. It's meant to see how well your brain processes information for you to think. It's an amount of time that you should just know. The thought process of being able to name something in alphabetical order, you should know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Boom. Go through that. Like, it should take you about 30 seconds to, not 30 seconds. It should take you about 10 seconds to give your first answer. She went based off how long it took for me to give a answer in general. That's what made me fail that part of the test. She asked me what month it was. It took me about 15 seconds to tell her what month it was. It was supposed to be instant. She said, yeah, you're supposed to answer that question in 3 to 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is just at the most. You still would have failed if you would have gave 5, but it took you about 10 or 15 seconds to even tell me a answer. Right or wrong, a answer though. The alphabetical thing, like, it's not about if it's right or wrong. It's about how long you take to answer the question in general. That's about how fast you can process the information and give a answer. I could have told her January and I would have just passed that part of the test just off the fact that I gave an answer. That means that the question processed in my brain and I thought of a answer. I couldn't think of a answer, so I failed the part of the test. She made me do the whole little balance reaction time part, whatever, and I failed that. And she was just like, don't come in the light, stay off like screens, and don't drink anything sugary. And basically she was just like, yeah, you have a concussion. You have a mild concussion. My body was sore, but like the soreness probably went away in like 2 days. But she was like, yeah, you got a mild concussion. Don't really do too much for the next 3 weeks. And after that, you're going to be straight. I didn't listen to nothing she said. I was on my phone. I was living my life as normal. She was like, yeah, no sugar. I'm over here drinking Gatorade. She's like, yeah, that's sugar. Bro, I'm just like, bro, I'm basically doing the opposite of everything, bro. I didn't want to really believe it, but I was holding on to that concussion protocol for just dear life because I really didn't care too much about it. Yeah, boom, that had happened. That's all within a span of 1 day. The car accident, the concussion, all this is 2 days. Like I said, y'all, this is the worst week of my life. Me and Mike almost die with each other. And guess what happens 2 days later? Some random situation about a girl. Allegedly, Taylor, yeah, car accident. Well, no, account in the negative day 1. Day 2 car accident. We just gonna count this as day 3 because it was just like, yeah. Car accident. Oh, yeah, that, bro, yes. Y'all, day 3, Taylor, we are cool. All 3 of us are cool. Why Taylor called Mike, girlfriend Zaria at the time, it says, yeah, Mike cheating on you. Tamia told me. I'm like, yo, what? Mind you, me and Mike is best friends. I'm too solid. I would never go to tell nobody nothing like that. I don't even play like that. I'm overly loyal when it comes down to my friends. I don't care if they cheated in front of me. You would never know because of me. It wasn't true, by the way. This wasn't true. Bro, I'm too loyal. That's law. I would never go and tell. I don't care if you my homeboy and you cheat on a girl right in front of me and she on the phone and your girlfriend on the phone saying, yeah, what he doing? He chilling. He just sitting on the couch. He told me he miss you so much. I'm finna give him back the phone now. All right. I'm snitching though. I wasn't snitching, bro. Mind you, we just almost died by each other. Now this is a whole situation, bro. Taylor tells Zaria this information at probably 10 o'clock. Ever since the concussion protocol, my sleep schedule been kind of off, so I've been going to sleep pretty early. I go to sleep around 10 or whatever. Yeah, I go to sleep around 10. Right, like 8, 9, or 10. 2 o'clock, I'm getting phone calls. I'm just hearing pings, and I'm thinking it's coming from a group chat, because I was also in a pretty loud group chat at this time. So, like, the phone be ringing and pinging and stuff, and I be getting rung in GCs, and I don't really be paying attention to it. I just flip my phone over and go back to bed. I wake up in the morning, 2 a.m. I wake up in the morning. I wake up at like 4 in the morning. 4 or 5 in the morning because I'm going to sleep so early. So my body's like not used to it. So it's just waking me up at random times of the night. It's about 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's about 4 in the morning. And I get a call. Well, not a call, but I'm looking at the calls and I'm looking through my messages. I got a message. So that's what we doing now. ... I can't believe that you would do something like this. I trusted you. So, like, bro, all of this, like, yeah, like, we not cool no more type stuff. This is my best friend, by the way. For Mike. Yes, for Mike. Because now this is a loyalty thing. This is not over, girl. This is just a loyalty. I'm trying to call him. He not picking up. It's 4 in the morning. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. He still plays a sport. So if I go to the school, I know I'm going to see him there. I don't know who. At this time, I'm not knowing Taylor told this information. I'm just thinking this is information. I'm like, I'm knowing me. Big Foe would never. Big Foe would never. Ever. So I'm like, I don't really know what he's talking about, but I'm gonna get down to the bottom of it. Boom. My ride, Taylor, always on time, every day. This day, she happened to not be on time. And I'm like, that's suspicious. So I walked to her crib, right? I walked to her crib, I said, girl, come on. To me, the biggest and the Big Foe would never. I'm saying Big Foe would never. So now I'm already kind of suspicious because I'm not really knowing too much of what's going on. But yeah. Taylor finally come outside after me being outside of her house, just anxious pacing that I just lost my best friend. And yeah, I'm outside her crib. She finally come outside, hop inside the car. I say, she like, why you look so mad? I said, bro, I just fell out with my best friend over something that I never did. I want to know where this information even came from. She hitting the most nonchalant voice ever. Oh yeah, I told her that. Smiling at me. Boy, when I tell you I'm in a car, I'm turned up, bro. I turn up. I'm in a car like this. I hit one of these, like, bro, y'all know how people are before they finna fight. They hit one of these, like, I'm hitting one of these, but I'm sitting down in the car. I'm like, I hit one of these. Bro, what? I'm getting hyped with her. Like, she's like, first of all, calm down. I'm like, no, I'm not finna calm down. I just fell on my best friend. Like, bro, I'm in the car yapping it, but I have no choice but to, cause, bro, look at what just happened. Something mentally wrong. She weird, bro. That was really weird what she did. Yes. Lil did come in clutch in this little moment or whatever. I guess I gotta give him his cool points for that. Mind you, just a morning of school, by the way. Now this was summer, but like people who play sports still come in because they got workouts, and I was still going after whatever. So I'm knowing I'm gonna see him. I go in there, he looks pissed, but I look even more mad because not only do I know what happened, I know what happened ain't true. I said, bro, you know I never told you that. Now when we get here, well, I still got the phone. I know I never said that, so when we get here, you gonna tell him what actually happened. But I can't just tell her like, yo, tell him what happened, because it looked crazy on me if I just got accused of all these things, and now the person who said the accusation just walking up saying, oh, basically I was just lying. Who looked pissed, Lil Yeah or Mike? Mike looked pissed. I was pissed. Yeah, we were just both pissed. We couldn't speak to each other. At the end of like all the workouts or whatever, because I can't really talk to him while he's working out because the coach is gonna get mad and kick me out. I tell Mike, I say, yo, Mike, let me talk to you, bro. He looking like, yo, he really don't want to talk to me. But I'm like, yeah, stay right here. So-and-so finna come tell you something. So-and-so, bro, Taylor wanted to sit here and take forever to come over here. So Mike not really trying to hear all that. That's what I'm saying. He not trying to talk to me. Taylor taking her sweet precious time to even get over here. She's like, hold on, I'm in the bathroom. And it's like, bro, like, I got him standing right here waiting for you to come out here. As soon as she walked out, I said, tell him. So it was a misunderstanding and all, bro. She's beating around the bush, not really saying too much. I'm like, bro, tell him, bro. I hit this face right here. I said, tell him. Yeah, she's trying to beat around the bush and not say, yeah, I was lying. She say, well, it was a misunderstanding, and I just know if it was me, I would want somebody to come and tell me that my man was cheating on me and all of this. She basically just deflecting. She just keep deflecting, but she's not actually just even saying like clearing my name or nothing. That's what I'm saying. She just lied. Like she just deflecting. Bro, he's still not trying to talk. So like I go home. I think he got me blocked. He had me blocked, basically. So I can't text him. I'm blocked on everything. I can't text him. I can't do none of that. Thankfully, Lil Yale was there. Lil Yale was the only person keeping me sane through this whole thing, bro. I would have literally fell into the deepest depression. Mind you, this is my best friend. I'm with him every single day. Imagine, like, you with your best friend every single day. Y'all fall out for nothing. You have zero control over it. And you feel guilty because somebody's mad at you and you can't fix it. Wait, whole time he was dead cheating? No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. But yeah, like, she just kept deflecting. Like, she actually genuinely did lie on me. I never told her nothing like that. You ever had somebody around you that just found out information and you just don't know how it got leaked? Like, how? But it's like, bro, I didn't tell her nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nothing, like, I didn't tell her nothing. None of that. So, boom. Mike and Zaria are back cool. She's not mad at him no more. Whatever. When Zaria stopped being mad at Mike, that's when Mike unblocked me. Now, Lil Yale was, like, I ain't gonna lie, he was standing his ground the whole time. He was just like, yeah, like, he ended up being on a trip with his family while this was all going on, so I couldn't really talk to him all day. And anytime I was just sitting there alone, like, it was just making me sad, bro. It was eating me up inside. I couldn't talk to my best friend. So, feel me, Lil Yeah did his little... I'll give him his credit. He was there for me in that moment. I was talking to him that whole time. Mike finally unblocked me. He hit me with a text message like, boom, something about God saying forgiveness. He unblocked me, whatever. And he was on some stuff like, yeah, like, you unblocked, but we not really cool like that. But he know how he is. You gave me the opportunity to get our friendship back. And me and Mike are like on some stuff where you can sit on the phone and be dead silent and just stare at each other's ceilings and we still be straight. I know how to start a conversation with Mike. It was some stuff like we just not calling each other all day. Like me and Mike used to be on the phone with each other all day. If I'm not on the phone with Mike, I'm on the phone with Lil Yeah. So I'm on my broke people sport type stuff to the point where I'm on the phone with somebody all the time, 24/7, unless I'm asleep. If I'm eating, I'm on the phone with Lil Mike. If I'm on if I'm chilling, I'm on the phone with Lil Yeah. If I'm on a game, I'm on a game with Mike. Like, so like, bro, you just cut half of my schedule away and made it to the point where I can't talk to him at all. And now I'm just on the phone with Lil Yeah all day, and it was just like, it was draining me because we in a talking stage. Nobody wants to be on the phone talking with a talking stage 24/7 though. We not even dating, we just talking. You my talking stage, you my Lil Yeah, but feel me, we don't need to be on the phone all day. I'm not used to being on the phone with him all day. I can't hold a conversation with him all day, and we don't have enough to talk about 24 hours straight. We're not falling asleep on the phone with each other, so it's just like a, bro, I'm just on the phone with you just so I'm not by myself. That's just what it was at the time. Now, me and Lil Yeah did end up dating for like 5 or 6 months after this though. Like, I got story times about Lil Yeah too. But me and Mike ended up getting like that cool. Hey, Nay. Me and Mike ended up getting back cool. Like your filler. That's what I'm saying. That's what it was at that time. We talking stage, you was the filler. Now I don't know, like, oh, I'm being fake type stuff, but it's like, that's your role in my life. I literally can't change it. Like, that's just the role you've been given for now. We gonna wake this stream up a little? Yeah. Nay doing her story time next. And we pulling an all-nighter, so right now it's 11 o'clock. I'm not feeling tired yet. I'm not going to eat, because if I eat, I'm going to get the itis and fall asleep. But yeah. Me and Mike ended up getting back cool. You back to check. I'm not tired. Me and Mike ended up getting back cool. I was cool with him. We was cool with each other after that. And after that, we just grew back into being best friends. We was chilling the entire year. Can we do late night controversial topics? Yeah, we can do that. We can actually do that right now. And then when we done with that, I feel like that's a good transition to the next story time, because I'm gonna go back on reaction screen for that. But yeah, that's what it was. Boom, YouTube. Y'all here. Y'all made it to the end of this long video. First of all, I appreciate y'all. Or you have some already? No, I don't have none. YouTube, you've made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you for sticking in. Pause. I appreciate you for sticking around this long. If you're not following me on Twitch, please come follow me. If you don't follow me on Instagram or YouTube, they're all going to be linked in the description, maybe. But if they're not, y'all see my YouTube and my Instagram. It's right here. Y'all are on YouTube already, so that takes out half of this. But if you don't follow me on Instagram and don't follow me on Twitch, bro, come on, bro. I know like I'm finna fall asleep. I'm not, bro. Y'all think y'all slick? Y'all think y'all slick trying to click off the video? You think you slick trying to click off the video? Like the vid. Comment your favorite part of the story time. Even though it shouldn't be no favorite part, but like, yeah, this is the worst week of my. That was the worst week of my life. But y'all see all my dogs over here. This the mob. Come join us. We turned over here every single day. If you catch us when this video drops, I mean, we're in a subathon, so come spin by. I guarantee you we're gonna be live. Nah, but Twitch, say bye to YouTube. YouTube, you better be here. We dropping banker after banker after banker after banker after banker, and we not stopping. We're on the road to 1K on YouTube. In the 2025, we will have that 1,000. YouTube, get over here. I'm saying, get over here. You see me? Come close. Come close. Come close. Come close. Come close. Nah, but YouTube, I'm gonna see y'all, man. Peace.